Hello again, everyone, and welcome back to another installment of Poke Fodder. Today we are going to do something different, something fun. As you can see, this is the squad that I am going to roll with, and I'm not even going to call them a squad. This is the crew that I'm rolling with, and we're going to call them the Gen 1 crew. All these Pokemon are from Gen 1 of the original series of Pokemon, and they may look like a ragtag bunch, but they can bring some thunder and some pain. So I'm not going to jump into league play with this squad, even though I just said, wait, I just said this group could bring some thunder, but there's an asterisk next to that. If I jump into league play, I might run into a triple Uniclus squad or a full team of Deoxys. And quite honestly, this team has no chance against that. And that would be a really awful video to watch the Deoxys march down the field and stomp me. In fact, he'd probably leave 3, maybe 4 of his Pokemon on the bench. That's a terrible video. Nobody wants to see that. If you want to see that, you can play a league game in Masters and then you can have that happen to you. We're not doing that today. What we are doing is we're going to jump in with this crew. We're going to go into a room match. And just so you know that I'm not picking and choosing who it is that I go up against, I'm just going to let fate pick. I'm going to let them pick me. That way you don't say, but Fodder, you're rolling in here against the 700 crew, or you're rolling in here against a 1400 crew. No. If we roll against one of those crews, it's because they want to roll with us. So, that being said, we're going to run 2 double chance, 2 X attack, and a hurdle jump. Full disclosure, I did practice with this group just a little bit. I wanted to feel out how they played before jumping in and making a video. Wanted to see if there were some other Gen 1 Pokemon that I wanted to put in here. And in fact, Jolteon was a late addition to the squad, the crew, sorry. It was a late addition to the crew based on some previous games. I didn't like the synergy between, I was using the Geodude line. So, as you can see, we have Dratini and Dragonair. And let me tell you, when Dragonite hits the game, and it's got to be soon, but when he hits the game, he is going to be an absolute monster. Because you can evolve from Dratini to Dragonair, and then Dragonair, you can do the Magnetic Storm, I believe it's called, the purple move, where you paralyze them, then you do Shed Skin, and if that goes down in this game, or if I do 2 games, if that goes down, I will show you how to do the Shed Skin. In case you don't know, I have had a couple people ask that from a previous video. And then smack them around and evolve into a triple evolution Dragonite. It is going to be huge. So, that being the case, let's let fate pick who we're going to play. Have you guys used any of these special decks? Is there any special deck that you want to see? Leave it down in the comments. If you want to see Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3, water type, poison type, anything like that, put it in the comments. I will try my best to put together a respectable squad to roll into battle with. I have some ideas of my own that I want to put together, but sometimes what I want to do and what the viewers want are 2 different things. So I want the viewers' input here. If you have a group that you think would synergize well together, I'm definitely going to do a water group. It's in the works. I don't know how I want to construct that team yet, but it is in the works. But if there's something else that you want to see, or just a total troll deck, I'll go through and experiment with sleep decks and put together just everybody's special power is they put the other team to sleep, and just try to troll with that. If you guys want to see it, let's do it. But let me know. Put it down in the comments. We've got an opponent, and all right, Whimsicott, Zapdos, Giratina, Yveltal, what was that? Ralts and Glaceon, I believe. And yep. All right, we got Diggy. Diggy. I think Diggy was a character's name on a TV show in the 90s, was it not? Maybe I'm mistaken there. Who knows? I didn't even see what play he has. He's got X Attack, Switch, Quick Care, Awakening, and the Counter Attack. Very interesting. This squad is not a rush squad. I kind of want to see what his plans are. I do have Squirtle set to do all 3 evolutions. And in case you're wondering, that's what these little blue dots. If you ever see... Oh, look at that. Forfeited. All right. Well, you know what? That means that the crew is 1-0. Let's get back into another match here. But what I was saying while we look for a new game is we're going to just roll with the same squad. If you see well, they're gone now. But if you tap on an opponent's card and it's got the little highlighted blue or whitish circle, that means how many evolution chains they have in it. In case you didn't know, that's how you know. You can kind of tell what their game plan and their strategy is going to be based on if they have different cards and their evolutions set up in their deck. If you see a Pulpitar with the blue dot, you know that if you put a weak runner out there in the lane, one of your first 2 moves, chances are there's an X attack with a Pulpitar coming your way trying to get Tyranitar. Same thing with Charmeleon trying to get the Charizard. So that could adjust how you want to play a little bit if you see those evolutions in their deck. And keep that in mind because once evolved, they are wow. Well, so much for not facing the Deoxys teams, but the evolved versions are way better than the non-evolved versions. They gain 10 to 20 in the hit points and then another star for each evolution. And my guess is he is going to start off with Deoxys Speed and drop him either here or here. And honestly, we got nothing for that. So on the defensive we go. And let's get some firepower up here. Latios, and here comes Deoxys right on cue. If you see they have a Deoxys Speed, you know what? I don't know why you would march all the way across the board. Why not just come straight down the angle? Who knows? But if you see a Deoxys Speed or 2 Deoxys Speeds, this guy has a hurl jump. I need to check his double chance, X attacks, max revive. This guy's an aggressive player. If you see 2 of them, just know it's coming. Like, they're going to bum rush your goal. Cover your goal. It's not rocket science. Don't challenge and attack them. I mean, you can, but if you miss, you lose. Game over. So, let's not run out of time. And Charmeleon's a bad option. We're going to throw Pikachu out there. He's the most thunder that I have. I wouldn't be surprised to see Mr. Latios come streaking down the lane to challenge him. Well, then I'm surprised. Let's see. I kind of want to get Poliwhirl out against. If I can get Poliwhirl up against Mew, this 30 segment here turns in. That's a miss segment. I don't even know what his wheel looks like. It's probably not good. One dodge. Well, the good news is actually Latios' biggest portion is the 70, which is going to spin over into a dodge. And we definitely want to take advantage of that. I'm going to drop Dratini over here in case he's going to get crafty and try to do the hurdle jump into this round. I don't see that happening, but I have seen stranger things happen. So we are going to jump right in. Horribly set up board here. We're all crammed in, having a little party, because it's the crew. All right. While I've got the opportunity, we're going for him hitting a miss here. 7, nope, that's not. Ouch. That hurts. All right, man down. Let's see here. 50. You know what? Like I was saying in a previous video, when you are the underdog, and make no mistake, we are the underdog here. You can take some chances and go for broke. We are going to try to remove this Pokemon from the game and swing and a miss. Strike 2. And this is going to be like baseball. I'm afraid if we hit 3 strikes, we're out. So, and honestly, if he's going to roll Lester Purge every time he takes the wheel, it's going to be game over because we've got nothing that can stop that. We do have a purple, and he can't combat the purple. Dratini, my boy, taking him down. All right, we have a chance here. We have a fighting chance. We are definitely going to take this evolution. All right, we're not done yet. Next, let's see what he does here. He wants to keep challenging us on the side. I'm actually going to try to bait him in to bringing Mew down here to Dragonair. That is what I'm trying to do here. So I'm going to move over and not attack. Typically, I would say it's not worth attacking on your side of the field unless there's just, you're going to win the game because of it. If it sets you up on a counterattack, then that's really, if you have the choice. Sometimes you don't have the choice, and he just took that Mew bait. If this, cross your fingers, let's go with this. There's just too much downside in attacking on your side of the field. Nice. And see what I was saying earlier, I love it when things work out because boom, we would have had Dragonite right now. And I have a feeling like after 2 evolutions, there's no way he couldn't be a monster. There's just no way. But like I was saying, if you're on your side of the field and there's no reason to attack unless it's going to set you up for a nice counterattack, which I set up the Mew because that was a strategy that I was trying to bait him into. And that opened up this lane for me to take Pikachu up towards his goal. Now, if Jolteon can roll a dodge here, and he can't, but if he could have rolled a dodge, that would have been great. And we only have one play, which is to move Dragonair on top of our goal. One thing that's nice about Jolteon, if you have him, and one thing that I like in general on Pokemon cards is if they leave a status effect when they get knocked out, I like that. You're going to take my guy out, but I'm going to leave you weakened for my remaining Pokemon. So what do we have here? Could just go straight for the win. 30 is what we're most likely going to roll, which is unfortunate. You know what? I think I'm actually going to backtrack a little bit because Speed Deoxys is weak and Deoxys Normal is paralyzed, and he might have, if he attacks we'll know, but he might have both of his 50s read out. So what are his attacks? Oh man, I'm out of time. I gotta go at narrating as much. You know what? We're gonna go with the double chance. We're gonna take Pikachu. We can hit the gold against his purple. I believe both of his 50s are gonna be read out. No, dang, it's the dodge. That's a bummer. But it still worked. Boom. All right. Still in the game, still in the game. And because he lost his Latios early on, it's a 3-on-3. And if I can knock out Speed Deoxys here, then I can get Poliwhirl in the game. And we're rolling again. Then we have an advantage where we started off in a huge hole. It looks like maybe we're climbing our way out. But we have to hold our breath here and see what happens. Oh, he's going to want to go for his gold attack here. Nice. One thing about Infernape with his drive kick, if he hits you and knocks you out, then what's going to happen, and while I'm talking, I'm going to surround Infernape. Then what happens is he takes your place. So if I had not had my Magnetic Storm there, if I'd have rolled a white, that would have been game over. I lose. He'd have knocked out Dragonair. But Dragonair is my boy today. So, like I said, if your Dragonair rolls a Magnetic Storm, and I'm talking really fast because I have time, you click on him, tap on him, hit activate ability. Yes, we want to shed a skin. That's going to end your turn, but you are no longer paralyzed. Just in case you didn't know that. So now we've got a 4-on-3 advantage, and one of his Pokemon is really weak. I'm just going to leave Speed on the field because he's weaker than Deoxys normal. So I actually don't want to knock out another Pokemon until I'm on his side of the field. I'm going to leave Speed there. Speed, Squirtle can hang. Squirtle's my boy. That guy can hang with his big withdrawal. So, not worried there. And even if he gets past Squirtle, we got Dragonair who's just running the show right now. So, this is going to be good. We're going to go up here. We're going to hope that Mew hits his huge gold. That's going to spin over to a miss. Bada bing, bada boom. Now that doesn't work if Mew is level 5. He has no miss at level 5, so never mind on Poliwhirl level 5 with Mew. But that is not the case. Let's go block an entry point. We've got a minute 13. We're down. He has twice as much time as we do, and we're bum rushing his goal. So I wish I had a switch or heal or something. I could take Pikachu out and, all right, put in Jolteon for the extra. All right, if he moves over to 70, stays 70, is hypnotized, but you know what? I've got a hurdle jump. So we're gonna take that spot there. Once again, we're down to a minute on the clock. If we can survive this, nice. Neutral roll in the turn. If Mr. Pikachu can survive this, no. All right, so plan B is we're just going to drop Squirtle back because I don't want to move him off my point, and I don't want to open up my goal. He wants to go attack. I don't even know what his wheel looks like. Dodge, cool. I don't know why he's more worried about my Poliwhirl hanging out there. Poliwhirl's not doing anything. I guess because time, I guess he's just playing defense because of the time. I would expect him to kind of retreat more, but he seems hellbent on Poliwhirl. So that was actually a very fortunate spin because that's going to clear him out of my way, possibly. I still have the next attack. Nice. All right. So I still have my X attack. No. Poliwhirl goes down. 50-50. You know what? This is our best chance right now. He has two 50s. I'm probably going to roll a 50. This would give me the tie break. No. Bummer. Typically when I'm doing my videos, and if you guys have been watching any of them, you know that I usually get those rolls when I'm recording. So maybe got a little cocky there. Also have to take a little bit of chance. There's only 30 seconds left. Looks like we might be getting the timeout loss, but we are not out of it yet. Looks like maybe we're going to get one swing at Lugia, who's a really nice, if you have Lugia and you're trying to figure out how to put together a deck, he's a really, really good entry-level EX. He's very solid. Oh, no. I just electrocuted Squirtle too. That is the downfall to this. I know there's only 30 seconds. I probably shouldn't even be bothering with this, but we're gonna double paralyze him. Yeah, Lugia, he's very consistent. And when you're trying to put together a team, consistency is what you're looking for. If there were more time, I would have definitely done the shed skin. Look at that. I'm telling you, that guy's a monster. We're gonna cover up our goal in 25 seconds. We got knocked out, but we knocked him back to his bench. You know how I love the status effects when you get knocked out. So here we go. Man, that'd been great to roll a gold onto that. And we're out of plates, so we're just gonna dive right in. Our best chance is gold on purple here, or something on a miss. A 40 on a 70 is not what we were looking for. I am gonna be able to get out at least one more card, if not two. We'll get them both out. Ooh, got it in the turn. Looks like we're gonna go with a timeout loss, but definitely a valiant effort today by the crew. You know what? I'm not even gonna mess with Charmeleon because Lugia is paralyzed. So his dodge is gonna turn to a miss. It's gonna give him a huge miss section. If I can just survive long enough for it to matter. Pikachu, my man, coming up clutch. Here we go, 15 seconds for the win. This is like a buzzer beater. It's March. What would March be without March Madness? Yo, the half-court buzzer beater. Do you believe in miracles? We have to survive one spin from Infernape here. I don't know what his wheel looks like, but fingers crossed. 40 to 40 is a push. And ladies and gentlemen, with the victory, Gen 1. What a great match. What a great website. What a great match, man. Good game. And that's going to do it for today's video. So we started off slow. We got the forfeit. We got the, I don't even remember. But in the end, we got the victory. My man, Dratini, Dragonair, the whole crew. The whole crew, pat yourselves on the back. That was a great, great game. If you liked what you saw, if you like the content of this channel, go ahead and hit subscribe. If you have a comment, be sure and leave it down below. Let me know what kind of deck you want me to put together. I'll see what I can do for you. And until next time, I'll catch you later.